Why is medicine pronounced differently? British English drops the unstressed second syllable to make it sound like medicine/med.sin/. American English keeps it as a three-syllable word medicine/me.d.sin/. In Australia I've only ever heard medicine/me.d.sin/ except by British expats. But I think globally every English speaker pronounces all the syllables in medicinal. Well, maybe not the Welsh, I can't find a Welsh pronunciation. American pronunciation predates a shift in sound of British English in the late 18th and early to mid-19th centuries. See grammar phobias. When did those upper lips stiffen? This applies to many words like secretary, inventory and accidentally, but reversed for caramel family, chocolate and camera where Americans seem to drop syllables. I then realized that I've even used the British versus American answer here on accepted answers. I've just found why do North Americans pronounce caramel as caramel, where the accepted answer explains the phenomena well. But why is there a difference? Clarification, why, as in, how come, or most plausible. Otherwise the correct answer is, because that's how it is.
As far as medicine is concerned, it may be something to do with RP, since it allows you to pronounce the word without having to move your mouth too much. Indeed, that's the pronunciation that Cambridge gives. I'm a Brit, from the Midlands, and I use /me.d.sin/, and I don't use RP. I'll have to poll my friends, and see how they pronounce the word. It will probably be something between RP and AIM pronunciations, with the middle syllable present, but reduced as much as possible.
Disyllabic pronunciations of the word medicine are quite old, and have in fact at times been considered more proper than trisyllabic pronunciations. I mean proper in terms of the concept of RP, or received pronunciation, as Mick pointed out. It may be relevant that the modern French word medicine is also often pronounced with only two syllables. That's just my speculation, though. The Oxford English Dictionary, OED, entry for the word records spellings like medcoin, medicine, and medicine that it says occurred as early as Middle English, and includes the following note about the pronunciation. The disyllabic pronunciation, recognized by Johnson 1755, has existed at least from the 14th century, as the forms occasionally indicate. NED 1906 stated that the trisyllabic pronunciation was less common in England, but that in Scotland and in the United States it was apparently the prevailing usage, and that examples of it occur in verse of all periods, from the 14th century onwards. NED also stated that the trisyllabic pronunciation was by many objected to as either pedantic or vulgar. The trisyllabic form still predominates in Scotland and in North America. H.W. Fowler Mod. N. Usage 1926 recommends the disyllabic pronunciation, while subsequent editions note the increasing frequency of the trisyllabic pronunciation in England. In the word medicinal, the first I is always pronounced because it occurs in a stressed syllable, unlike in medicine. But there is some evidence that in the past, some speakers used an alternative stress pattern for the word medicinal that resulted in the first I being unstressed and possibly left out. The OED entry for that word says, Johnson gives pronunciations with stress on the penultimate syllable as well as the antepenultimate. Walker adduces a number of authorities in favor of the latter and casts much doubt on the former. A trisyllabic pronunciation, with elision of the second syllable and probably with stress on the first syllable, is attested by 17th and 18th cent spellings such as medicinal, medicinal. You can see Walker's dictionary entry in the scanned copy of his Critical Pronouncing Dictionary, 1791, on the Internet Archive. As far as I can tell, both pronunciation variants existed already before American English and British English split. The present-day difference doesn't seem to have any clear cause. By the way, the idea that American pronunciation predates a shift in sound of British English is an oversimplification. Both varieties have changed, although not necessarily by the same amount, from their common ancestor, like how humans and chimpanzees share a common ancestor that is identical to neither of them. The common ancestor of American and British English wasn't homogeneous.
If you support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.